my camera has decided to turn itself on and turn itself on again and on and on and on, all by itself without me doing anything. I don't know why. I don't remember setting it up this way. Hello, Leo, darling. How are you? I have brand new earrings and I wore them just for you. Didn't put on any makeup though. Oh, well, it's hot and sweaty here, so maybe I can push my eyebrows into place and they'll stay. I have a brand new deck of cards that I'm breaking in. It's called the Phantomwise deck. Okay? And they're wonderful. They read so well. And they come with a spread that I want to try. And this is called the Celestial Navigation Spread. That sounds like just the thing you need, Leo. Gazing up at the night sky, sailing through uncertain waters, looking to the stars. It sounds like the perfect spread for us right now, Leo. So here's what the spread looks like. It looks like this cross. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, okay? Card number 1 is the ship, the current position or circumstances. Card number 2 is the sextant. Not the sex tent, but the sextant. A tool that may be used to aid on this journey. Ha, 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 behave yourself. Card number 3 is the evening star. An idea or influence that may be fading. Card number 4 is the North Star, a point to keep constant. Card number 5 is the Morning Star, an aspect that has yet to be considered. And card number 6 is the Far Shore, Leo. Now, you'll be happy to know that this video is time-stamped, so all of you hot rod tarot viewers can speed right to the reading and ignore everything else. And those of you who don't want to race past everything can just sit here and watch. Okay? All right. Let's shuffle the cards now and do the reading. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the table. Now, at the end of the reading, I'm going to do the week ahead for you. And we'll look at the whole week and see what's coming up. All right, so we're getting ready to do the Celestial Navigation Spread for Leo, Darlin. For Leo, 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 Leo. And now the first card is going to be the ship. And that's where we are right now. So we're looking for the ship, where we are right now for Leo. 6 of Cups. That goes here. Maybe I better put it right there. Who's this? That's interesting. I'm going to keep those two together. That was the 8 of Swords, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Okay. 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords. Now the next card is a tool. A tool that can be used on this journey to help you. It's called the Sextant. Card number 2 is a helper on your journey, Leo. And what is it? The Magician. Ooh, good helper. Wow. It's pretty hoity-toity, my friend. Card number 3 is the Evening Star. And this is an idea or an influence that could be fading out of your life. An evening star that could be fading out of your life. What is that? The 5 of Swords. You know what I call the 5 of Swords. Boom, 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 boom. It's the asshole card. Okay, let it fade. Let it fade out of your life, Leo. Now, number 4 is the North Star. And this is the point that you're keeping your eye on. So the 5 of Swords is fading out of your life. This is the card that you're keeping your eye on. For Leo, the 3 of Swords. Okay. Now, card number 5 is the Morning Star. And this is something that we don't know anything about yet. Or it's something that we haven't taken into consideration yet. The Morning Star. Oh, a little mess here. The Morning Star for Leo, please. Thank you. Something we haven't considered yet. The Hierophant. Good old Hierophant. Okay. Now the last card is the Far Shore. Card number 6. And this is the goal or the destination for Leo. The 5 of Swords. All right, let me give it a look over. So the current situation is that you are stuck. You're thinking about the past, something that happened in the past, some interaction from the past. It could go way back to your childhood, maybe not. It could be somebody you knew in the past, but you are really stuck in your head about it. You can't forget about this person, place, or thing or event, and you're overthinking. Some of you might be overthinking it, depending on what the situation is. Some of you may, I know I'm in my head, I'm hearing that you're in some state of enchantment about a person who struck you in such a way, or you admired in such a way that you haven't been able to stop thinking about them. Or maybe it was some sort of legendary or heroic figure from the far past of your life. Anyway, our thoughts are stuck on the past. Now, a thing that could help us with where we're going in our future is the Magician. Now, is our ability to, but we have to be clear-headed about this, our ability to take our ideas and our desires and wishes and turn them into reality in the world. And of course, this means that you are really clear in your mind about exactly what you want, and you know for sure that you want it, and then you are taking some action toward it every day to make it materialize as best you can. Now, if you're trying to materialize something with another person, that's trickier, Leo. You need to know that other people have free will, and it may or may not go as you like. So you need to keep that in your mind. If it's something to do with yourself, now you do have more control over that. Okay? I just wanted to put that in. And now the Evening Star, the thing that's fading out of your past is this is fading from your life. Now, this is some situation where I don't know if you were fighting with another person and very sharp words were spoken. I don't know if this relates to somebody from your past. Did you have a fight with someone in your past that you haven't been able to get over? And maybe sharp words were spoken and you haven't been able to get them out of your mind, Leo? You see in this card now, there's been a fight, and you see three people here. One person holds all the swords. The other ones have gone away empty-handed. Can you see them in the background? Okay, so somebody won, and somebody won the battle, but they lost the war. They won the fight, but they lost their friends. Their friends have been driven away from them. Now, that could be you being driven away from somebody who's been brutal, because there is the broken heart here, and it is a commitment. There was a commitment there. I wonder if this was a marriage, or if it was just a very deep friendship. Is this still the person from the past that you can't think about, or you can't stop thinking about? Leo, are you hurt because this was them in the foreground being so nasty, the asshole? Or were you the asshole and drove somebody away? Because your heart can be broke over that too, right? We can have our regrets. This is something that happened in the past. And it's interesting too that there's three swords through this heart. There's also three people in this card. So I wonder if it was more than one person. You know, and there's more than one Leo. So more than one thing can be true. But the Hierophant is the card of things that we will commit to. So you had a commitment with somebody. I don't know if it's of a romantic nature or what, because there's nothing in here that would lead me to believe it was romantic. It could have been on the job. It could have been a friend's situation. But anyway, this Three of Swords is something that you're keeping in your mind. You haven't forgotten about that. The fight that caused it may be fading, but the pain that came from it is still. You may be in a position where you're ready to forgive, but you have not forgotten. And this is fine, isn't it? I think some of you probably are. You're in a position to forgive, but you have not forgotten the pain. You're still very much healing from the pain. And if we look up here, this is the far destination. This is really in a person who can be perceived as healing. This card, of course, has more than one meaning. It's a deeply spiritual card. It can also be a card of atonement. So if you are the person who did the hurting to other people, if you hurt someone, you could be healing your own guilty feelings of regret. If someone has hurt you, then you could be healing from being hurt. And the spread looks like we're just going to take time and work on that process. Actually, I know that this spread looks like it's dealing with some pain from the past, significant. I don't know whether the commitment is broken or if it still stands. But what looks good to me is that there's been a lot of thought. All of these sword cards are cards of the mind. Here's another sword card. There's been a lot of thinking about what was done and about the hurt that it caused. And there is a movement to fix or create something new, or I would think maybe make something better. I hope somebody wants to make something better. I hope this isn't a card of revenge, the Magician. It certainly doesn't look like it. It looks like this is a healing card. So it looks good. It looks like somebody's doing some work here, spiritual work. Because the Hierophant doesn't just mean commitments. This is a card of spiritualism too. What's at the bottom of the deck? Bloody, bloody. Owie, 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 owie. Something really did happen in the past. Ten of Swords. Oh, that was a painful Ace of Wands. People did, if this is what we think, this is the wands are the things we do, our will. Somebody, yeah, Knight of Wands wished harm on someone else. Oh, okay. Yeah. But the good news always about the Ten of Swords is that it's in the past. We know it's in the past. Here's the card of the past, and that we are actively involved in healing. So remember, when you are doing the work of the magician, you have a clear idea of where you want to go, and every day you make at least one action toward that goal, even if it's just a tiny, tiny step. Keep your eye on where you want to go, and then continue to move in that direction. Okay, Leo, I'm sorry to hear that you've had a painful time, but I am very heartened that you are mending. It may take some time. Let's look at your week ahead. You'll be getting this reading on Sunday. So let's go ahead and look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's look Monday through Sunday of next week. And this is the week ahead for Leo. Thank you, dear Phantomwise. Okay, here's our Monday. It's the Three of Wands. Okay, it could be a celebration that you're going to. It could be a wedding party. It could be a birthday party. Or you could just find yourself in the company of people who are kindred spirits who you really get along with, and you trust them and you see eye to eye with these people. Or like I said, you could be celebrating a wedding. Okay, on Tuesday, we have the Knight of Wands. So you're going to be taking some action. You're going to actually be doing something that you feel passionate about. This is a card of doing. This is a card of the will, of the spirit, of the spark of life. So something you feel passionate about will be going on Tuesday. You'll be doing something about it. Not just thinking, but doing. Then on Wednesday, we have the Devil. So watch out for any toxic attachments that you may have to other people or situations or substances or patterns of behavior, because that's what our devil is going to be about. Or you may be tempted by something that you are trying not to indulge in. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Watch out for temptations on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have the Page of Swords. The page is a messenger. What is the message of the Page of Swords? Be careful about something breaking your heart. On Thursday, maybe this is the temptation that you've got to watch out for on Wednesday. Because you could not just have, this can be regret too. This could be drinking. Actually, look at this damn card. There's a lot of cups in there. I wonder if you're not going to be, indulging in some alcohol, having a hangover. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hangover on Thursday. What's going on Friday? Two of Pentacles, you're going back and forth. You might have a lot on your plate on Friday that you're trying to keep it all going. Don't take on too many things, because the thing about the Two of Pentacles, you can manage to keep a lot going in a time of chaos, but it also could be a situation where one more thing will cause everything to fall apart. You'll lose your balance. Saturday is the Lovers. Ooh, Leo. Okay. And Sunday is You're Not Telling. Whatever you did on Saturday, you're not talking about it on Sunday, Leo. And if that's the case, you probably don't need to talk about it. We already know, honey. What's on the bottom of the deck? Yep. Watch out for people who are assholes. Don't be an asshole, okay? Especially if you go out and drink too much, be a happy drunk, not a nasty drunk. Okay, my friend, that's what I have for you, and I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up, okay? I appreciate you. Bye-bye, my dear. Bye-bye, my dear. Bye-bye, my dear.